What's up YouTube, Dan here and welcome to another episode of Career Mode. This is going to be episode 9, so we're nearly at the episode 10 mark. So we're going to start today's episode with a game up against Siena. So in the last episode we played them in the Serie A and we managed to beat them 2-0. I did actually sim it because they are quite low in the league. So we're into the Coppa Nazionale game against them and it was only 3 days later and we ended up winning this game 2-0. The reason why I'm not playing the Coppa Nazionale yet, I'm going to be playing it from the semi-finals onwards because that's when it starts getting serious, and if you go out in the quarter-finals, you don't really earn much money, so there's not as a big loss. So we actually won that game 2-0 there, El Shwari and Montari scoring the goals. So I'm going to start playing it in the semi-finals, and as you can see on screen, we are now in the transfer window, so one of my favourite parts of career mode, probably my favourite part, and I started it off by getting an offer for De Jong and I matched them with 6.5 million. So I went looking for a new centre defensive midfielder, and the first player I had in mind was Paul Pogba from Juventus, 79 rated, really fantastic centre defensive midfielder, probably my best or my favourite centre defensive midfielder on the game maybe because of his really good potential. Then we move on to Verratti, also offered him a transfer offer, or Verratti, I don't know how to say his name, so he's another one of those really young centre defensive midfielders. They both have a potential of over 85. Verratti reaches 86 and Pogba reaches 88. So I'll be happy with both of them. I don't really mind. So I get an international management offer for Ivory Coast. Obviously an amazing team on FIFA 12. I don't know about FIFA 13. Haven't used them much. But they do have some really pacey players obviously. So we're into a game up against Sampdoria. As you can see, they are 7th in the league. We are 3rd, so we're starting to go on a good run. We have lost 4 games this season, but we've only drawn 2, so we are about there. Juventus are running away with it. We are 8 points behind Juventus. So this game wasn't very good. We were quite low on fitness after the Siena game, I think it was. So we were quite low on fitness, and when I simmed it, the assistant manager decided to bring on all the key players, so they were really tired for this game. So I was a bit sloppy in this game. I didn't defend very well, and when your defenders are tired, they decide to not play very well, play more attackive, and that's really strange. And I've noticed that your goalkeeper doesn't make as good saves, so it's like the rating goes down like -2 or 3. So like for instance, Ter Stegen goes down to like an 80 rated player. It just kind of feels like that because they are a bit tired. But I decided to play El Shwari, and he's a big influence on the team because he's fantastic. And I really like him, and I want to hold on to him for as long as I can because sooner or later I will get an offer for around 50 million. But I'm definitely not thinking of selling him in the next 2 or 3 seasons because I might get bored of him one day. I might just want to change someone like Aguero or Falcao. But for now, I'm just happy to have him, and he's a really fantastic player and one of the reasons why I did an AC Milan career mode. So 2 penalties in this game, another cheap penalty given away there, and red card for Varane. He's getting a lot of red cards, so I need to stop being aggressive with him, but how did Ter Stegen do that? So I did talk about his rating going down when he's low on fitness, but that is a fantastic save. So moving on a bit further, I was quite unlucky in this game. Someone in the comment section below said that the difficulty is a bit too hard, but I think it isn't. I think it's just the team's not very good, and the Sky Sports or whatever predict that I'll come around 7th or 6th. So I'm actually doing quite a good job. We are currently 3rd, so I have no intentions of making the difficulty any worse because world class I think is a bit too easy for me. And if you saw me in my Bayern Munich when I won the league, everyone started moaning at me saying it's too easy, it's too easy. So this is quite good for now, and hopefully this career mode lasts because I want to bring in a lot of players over the duration of the time. So I went looking for a new centre-back. I went for Kurt Zuma. He's 18 years old, really good potential, so I'm definitely trying to get him. And if I don't like him, I can sell him. And that's a good thing about buying young players. They do grow really quickly, and if you don't like them, you can just sell them. So Verratti actually rejected, or PSG rejected my first offer. So for my second offer, I offered 6 million plus Flamini. So that's about 10 million. Don't use Flamini much, but when I used him, he was actually quite good, but he's nowhere as good as Boateng or De Jong or Montalivo, so I'm happy to offload him for a good price. So there you see Kurt Zuma accepted our transfer offer, and Paul Pogba or Juventus wanted 8 million, so I bumped up to 8 million plus Didac, and that guy Didac, I think that's how you say it. He's not going to play much either because I've got some other great players in left back and right back. I have Abate, obviously not thinking of selling him anytime soon. I also have some really young guy, I think 19 years old, and he's at a potential of around 83 to 84, so really fantastic. My left back I play at the moment, I also have Constant because he's not very good rated, but he's fantastic, and I like his work rate. He has like medium attacking and high defensive, which is good for a left back really. So into a game up against Bologna now. They are currently bottom of the table, and after that loss to Sampdoria, I decided to play a full strength team. We have now dropped behind Lazio, and they do have a game in hand, so we need to win this game to stay in the top 4 really. So I played a full strength team because after a loss I always want to play my full strength team. But how did Pizzini miss this? So since I was talking about him, praising him, saying he's amazing, he started playing badly. He hasn't scored for a while. So El Shaarawy gets the first goal of the game there. No surprise for such a great player. 21st minute and he made it 1-0. So that was the first goal of the game, hoping for many more. So just a quick shout out to my Twitter and my Twitch accounts. If you could follow those accounts, that'd be a great help. There'll be links in the description below, as there always is, because if you follow me on Twitter especially, you can see when I'm about to upload a video, so it really helps, and you can see when I'm next going to upload. So say I'm uploading an AC Milan career mode episode, you can see that when I'm going to upload it. So I'll tweet out something like I'm going to upload it the next episode in 20 minutes, so that is really helpful. And I get another goal there with Pizzini, near post OP, fantastic goal there. So moving on a bit more, 3-0 up, and I decided to get some really good goals because I haven't scored many good goals in this series, and El Shaarawy gets a really nice goal there, linking up with Constant there, and he chipped it back to El Shaarawy, and on his weaker foot he finished it really nicely to make it 4-0. So at that point I brought on all my youngsters and players that don't play much or feature much, and Gabbiadini takes advantage of my poor defending. I might bring him in sometime because he's a really great potential player. So thanks for watching this episode. We are reaching the end of this episode. If we can reach maybe 10 likes quite quickly, I'll upload a squad builder featuring 4 informs. So as you see, we won that game 4-1, and El Shaarawy got a hat-trick in that game, which I was really proud about. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.